taint the land it sits upon. I taint all those who would dare to use it.
And we used it.
I taint thee.
So the magic was sabotaged?
Victory is ours. They victory! Now, thy doom is upon thee. See thy face on it. How delicious doth this taste! A nectar of spent ambition. It is
Delicious.
is it?
Oh, she finally opened all eyes for once. Weird level, very quick. So did she like fuse with the magic? When the Sigmar guy made the barrier, did he bring her back?
Sigurd, we've been deceived, but by the will of Sigmar, we shall put it right. There must be some way that we can remove the artifact's corruption from our cannabis. Sigurd, no.
Begin the cleansing.
Do not act in haste, I beg you.
Oh, I called this last time. Few Dawnbringer Crusades reach their allotted destination. Fewer still survive the first year, for there are many dangers to both body and soul. And yet, with each tolling of the dawn bell, still they march out into ruinous lands, resolute in purpose, their courage undimmed. Level up! Development. Oh, is that it? Is that the end? The end is... Oh my god. So, for those who weren't with us from the beginning, the lady that walked in with the white hair, that was Sigrun. No relation to Sigmar, but she was like the leader. And she died in battle, and they brought her back. But when she came back, there was less of herself. And at the beginning, she was leading them to find this artifact because she thought that it could help. They get it. She dies from the orcs. Their remaining forces beat the orcs. She gets brought back to life, but there's less of her, and she gets ordered, you know, hey, this guy's using bad magic, you know, go cleanse him. And so she doesn't remember she ordered him to do that. And she brings those white armored knights, I don't remember their name, to go kill the guy that she was friends with before, and she was working with him to get the magic crystal in the first place. It's supposed to be depressing. Well, friggin' spot on. They nailed it, Cyber. Level up, reward, it's like borders and stuff for multiplayer. Is that it? Is there any other campaigns? Wait, what is it? Use Deep Strike 2 times? I don't even know what that was. Wait, Campaign 1. Hold on. What is this? Is there more than one campaign? Or is that just the file name? Hold on, I'm just testing something. I was trying to see, is there a menu after this, or does this restart the same campaign from the beginning? Is there PvP in this game? Yes, you can do player versus player. Okay, I think this just restarted the campaign. Okay. Loading, 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 loading. And you can't see this.
And the rest of the chamber.
Yeah, this is the beginning.
Hopefully the maps
all right, I guess that's it.
Bring a crusade first settled. Remain accurate.
Okay. All right.
Get moving.
Let me, as soon as I get control over it. All right, so let's go back to the main menu. I'm guessing quit just goes back to the main menu. It does. All right, well, how long was that? That was 11 and a half hours. I did only the campaign, and it was about 11 and a half hours. And yes, you can play multiplayer and stuff like that. No matter what faction you pick Warhammer, remember you are not the good guy. Yep. Okay, let's talk feedback. So chat, the first 2 hours of this game I played, I was paid to do so. They sponsored the stream. The Warhammer company was very good to us. I did giveaways to chat. They sent me this gauntlet, which is awesome. They were very nice to us. But let's talk about, constructive criticism on how the game was. Graphics was beautiful. The graphics were awesome. It had me engaged in, the cinematics had me engaged in the story. I was interested in it. I wanted to find out what was going to happen next. The story writing, though grim, and the cutscenes did a great job of telling a story, and the graphics were exquisite. They were fantastic. And the sound design was good too. The sound was good as well. I think the weakest part of the game was some parts of the actual gameplay. So let's talk about this. What do we have? RTS, but no building. Now, granted, there are RTSs which have no building, but I think that was a disservice to this game. I think that made it weaker. Units in melee could not be ordered to do anything except retreat. Retreat runs all the way across map to spawn, even if there is a closer healing station. Retreat costs a resource. All units, when they want to use their abilities, costs a resource from a pool they all share, which is odd. Could not hotkey the main building, or if you could, I could not find it. Let's see. If multiple units selected and one was low health, could not easily click just that one unit to pull it back without deselecting the entire stack first. Let's see. But yeah, as someone who played every Warcraft and Starcraft, it was very odd when the units would be in battle and you had nothing to click. Like, you would just watch them and wait for one of them to get low health and click that one and go, retreat. Watch the next one that's the lowest health, and when he gets low, click that one, retreat. And that was really it. There was, I would say, so one of the funnest moments of the fighting was when I'd be fighting near the spawn and I'd be cycling units. Like, all right, this one retreat here, move this one in front, this one's healing, move this one to the front, back this one up to heal. The spawn had like a gun thing, and it could only target one area at a time, and I'd be microing that around, and that was very fun. But in a lot of the fights, it was not engaging. Like, I would get them in the fight and then just watch them. There was not a lot of buttons to press. Now, if I am comparing this, like, if I'm trying to sell this game to someone who just came from Warcraft 3 or Starcraft 2, I would say this is not the same type of RTS at all. It is so different. However, so one person in chat saying it's similar to Company of Heroes. I've heard it's similar to Dawn of War. And so if there's people that enjoy that genre, this might be right up their alley. For me, I found it very odd because, you know, I played Command and Conquer, Red Alert, Tiberian Sun, StarCraft 2 in 1, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. And so this was very unusual for me. Not necessarily a bad thing, but just glaringly different. Dawn of War 2 specifically. All right, I'll write that down. So I didn't hate it. But I did feel that those things definitely took away from it. Oh, units, hold on. Units would not help one another if they were just a few pixels apart when one is attacked. A unit could be shot to death by archers and they would just stand there and not respond at all. So that was another thing. But yeah, it was a fun story game, but I really find myself with no desire to try out the other game modes after that. So there is multiplayer, there is Conquest, there is AI Skirmish, and you can play like 2v2 or, you know, 1v1, and then when you're doing 2v2, you can have some of the people be AI, or some of the people be players, or half AI, half players, whatever. But yeah. It was a fun game. No regrets playing it. And again, Warhammer did sponsor me at first, but I chose to continue it. So the 9 hours after the sponsored stream ended, I chose to continue playing it because I wanted to see how it ended. It was a fun game. Definitely does not fit my ideal mental image of a perfect RTS, but from what I understand from how Dawn of War 2 and Company of Heroes went, if you enjoyed those, this might be right up your alley. Plus, it's in the Warhammer universe, which many people, you know, enjoy playing in. I think that's it. Story was awesome. Graphics were awesome. Sound design was awesome. Oh, I did have a few crashes. I think we had 5 in total. 2 early on and 3 later on, where the game just crashed and I had to restart a level. That reminds me, on the topic of being able to restart a level, no quick save button. So, you know, sometimes, because there was no quick saving, or auto saving. So if you had not made a manual save in a while, you might have to replay a lot when that happened. There were some moments that cutscenes lagged. A couple of moments cutscenes lagged. But I'll put a note that says, but not lots of this. A lot of Warhammer licensed games seem to try adapting mechanics from tabletop games that end up not working well in video games, though I don't know how much that contributed. Dawn of War 1 is closer to the traditional RTS games that you were referring to. Actually, would chat say this game is similar to Halo Wars. I've never played Halo Wars. I played Halo, but not Halo Wars. I highly recommend the Dawn of War franchise. DOW1 is the traditional RTS experience. DOW2 is zero building. That's really, really good. Don't play DOW3. Don't play Dawn of War 3. Just don't. Just don't. I enjoy... well, first of all, before playing this game, I did not know there were RTSs where you could not build. I think I might... No, that might be a lie. I might have dabbled in some, but certainly not very seriously. I definitely enjoy being able to build. There's so much you can do with that. It is very satisfying watching your base grow and things like that. So I definitely prefer that, but I'm not against playing a game with no building, but I prefer with if I could choose. I think the new thing with this is because it's the first RTS I know of, it seems very focused on working for console controls. Yeah, so Realms of Ruin did come out on, let me see, Warhammer Realms of Ruin, what systems? It is on PC, Xbox Series XS, and PS5. It will be on them soon. So they were probably working on making it work on all the systems. Were you using spacebar for anything? No, I don't think so. I don't think I was. Let me see. Huh. Spacebar is focus on command post. Yeah, I don't think it ever told me that. Does this actually select the command post, or does it just move the screen there? Focus on unit L? Why L? L's at the other end of the keyboard from my hand. Why L? Odd. Retreat is R. What about upgrade? You made upgrade also R. Yeah. Yeah, see, this was silly. Click on a building, R to upgrade. But if you accidentally have a unit selected, you send it across the map, and you couldn't cancel a retreat. I'll actually write that down too. Retreat and building upgrading share a button, R. Recommend changing this for one of them, or you may accidentally send a unit on an uninterruptible trip back across the map. I think Company of Heroes might have some base building, but that was just plopping tech onto the field so that the opponent can interact with it. Oh dang, this is good, really good music. Like, freaking at the options menu vibing. But yeah, it was a fun game. Definitely looking, planning to do a review video on it. I've got a lot of constructive criticism about it, but I'm certainly nowhere close to saying like, oh, this game was just bad or anything like that. You know, I'm not just dumping on the game. But just some things that I would feel like if someone was thinking about buying it, they should know. Like, oh, it's an RTS. Yeah, but it's not this. They should know that. Hey, Kelcro. All right, but with that, we're gonna end our YouTube playlist here, and I hope y'all enjoyed Warhammer Age of Sigmar.